ಬರ್ತದಲ್ಲ. ಓ, ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಕನ್ನಡ ಹುಡುಗಿಯಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಂ, ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಕನ್ನಡ ಹುಡುಗಿನ. ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದವರು. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಬಂತಾ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್? ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡು, ಬಂತಾ? ಓಕೆ. ಓ ಹೋಲಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೋ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬಲ್ಲಿ? 100 ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರಾ? ಇವು ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್. So welcome to a very special session today. So today we thought that we will come together. We would bring our top faculties, all our top faculties, but 3 faculties who have excelled in especially prelims, right? And we will all together share our wisdom. First Sudeep Sir will share, and then Ashish Sir, and then Aditya Sir will share their wisdom and also tips. So this is not a session about creating further stress or tension. So this is to relax you, right? To let you know few things that you might have forgotten, and to perform better tomorrow, right? What are the basic things that you must do? So we all know that we should sleep better, and we should keep fit at least till tomorrow evening, right? So we know that these are the basic things, but beyond these some exam related, right? And there are non-exam related, psychological, there are so many things, and we will all talk about it, and we'll try to relax you as much as possible, right? In the end we will give you chocolate, right? And not for the online audience. So right, blink it, what? So, yeah. So for all of you, we are going to give you chocolates. When you join OGP, then we give. When you go to write exam, then also we give, right? So this is just a kuch acha ho jaye, right? So that is the moment. And looking at all of you, you come with so many big dreams, and you have lived in Bengaluru for many months. Some of you maybe for few years. So that's all fine, right? So I will talk in the end. So I came from Davangere in the morning, right? Yesterday I was there in Koppal, Kustigi. Like I have been addressing students across Karnataka. So I was so excited. I'm still excited, right? So while coming in the car, I have been thinking like what to tell, what new to tell, right? To all the students who come today. And I reserve it for the last. I hope these 3 people won't exhaust whatever I want to say, right? So even then I have to, if at all they say whatever I want to say, then I may have to invent something, maybe jokes or something. I'll do that, okay? So now over to Sudeep Sir. Thank you all for coming here.
Thank you, Vinay Sir. If there's one person who can spontaneously talk for many hours, is this Vinay Sir. So he has the ability to do it. He has done it before. He will do it today also. So anyways, very good morning, guys. I know that tomorrow is the day that you have been preparing for. I know that there is always that anxiety in you. There's a butterfly feeling in your stomach. You're not able to sleep properly, eat properly. You're thinking there is a lot of uncertainty. You're thinking what is going to happen tomorrow. You're not getting anything certain, nor you have no control over it. Now, this is a common feeling with each and every one of you across the country. So please don't try to think that you're only alone because your preparation is not that good and you're feeling this way. It's not that so. Even a person who's scoring very well in their mock, who are prepared for last 2 years for prelims, will be feeling the same way. Just know that amongst you people only, a ranker will emerge who will be all India rank 1, and that person also will be feeling the same way what you're feeling. Okay? So how will winning be done? Winning be done only if you are able to control those emotions and go and execute better tomorrow. Okay? So always keep that in your mind. Execution matters for this exam rather than knowledge at all. So please make sure that you go and execute. Okay? Now I'll not take too much of time. As Sir has told, let me just talk for 10 to 15 minutes. I'll not get into the gist of what subjects, what to focus and all those things. Today is not the day. We'll just relax. Just talk about our experiences. Okay? So one thing I would like to tell all my students is, recently I was blessed with a baby, and Thank you so much. My wife is also watching right now, so I had to tell that. Anyways, so why I told that is, see, from the last 3 to 4 months, I've been observing my son, and babies have a lot of innocence, and they have a lot of curiosity that actually they will teach you a lot. So I will tell you some analogies that I've learned from my baby that you can actually use in the exam. The first and the foremost thing is, see, whatever he sees, he looks at it with so much of curiosity. He's so excited to see new things. Even a fan, there is nothing there. He'll be looking at it with so much curiosity. Okay? Because he wants to learn new things. Because he wants to understand what is happening. Tomorrow when you go to the exam also, don't let go of that curiosity. Hold that curiosity with you. What happens the moment you start getting anxious, you start getting nervous, you will lose that ability of curiosity. You will not think with inquisitive mindset. Your presence of mind will not work. So the foremost thing always tell yourself is carry that curiosity with you, guys. Just carry it. Okay? That is the first thing that I've observed with him. Whatever he sees, he's very curious to know. What is this? What is this? He puts his hand there, he pulls it there. So he wants to know. So I want you also to be curious. When you're looking at the question, be curious. Don't have any type of prejudices in you that you know that concept, you don't know that concept, have you learned that concept, this is my easy subject, this is my difficult subject, there's nothing like that. The only thing you will have to focus is you're just curious and you're there to solve problem. Solve that problem. Don't have any type of prejudices. Okay? The second thing, what I've observed with him is, he's always happy. Until you give him milk, until you let him sleep, he will not cry, he'll always be smiling. Okay? Now, what is the reason for this? The reason for this is, he is not worried about the consequences. What is going to happen tomorrow? What is going to happen day after tomorrow? What is my career? How will my, what am I will I go on to become IAS? Will I go on to become, a captain of RCB? Nothing is going on in his mind. He's just happy because his stomach is filled, he has slept well. He's feeling good about himself. Tomorrow also, please don't think about the consequences at all. Go there and feel good about yourself, and more importantly, feel proud about yourself. Because you people have worked in an era where a lot of people are wasting their time through Instagram reels, social media, and unnecessary things. And in that age, you have decided to sit, dedicate for something greater. That means that you people should be already proud of yourself. And for that, please give a round of applause to each and everyone. Okay, so first, carry that curiosity with you. The second, don't worry about the consequences. When you go tomorrow and sit, let us say the first 20 questions is something that you're not able to answer. Don't sit and think, oh, my IAS is gone. Oh, I have to write one more year. Oh, my prelims is gone. What do I do? Don't worry about anything. Forget the consequences. A kid, when that kid is going to a test or an exam, they're not worried about the competition. They're not worried about the rank. They're going there just to have fun. I want you also to go there to have fun. Enjoy that process. Enjoy that anxiety. Enjoy that pressure. I'll tell you one thing. We are married now. All three guys, all four sitting is all sorry, sir. Really sorry, sir. All four guys are married now. We are all having kids. So, yes, we have new things to experience. There are new, challenges every day and other things. But what we don't get is the thrill that we get when we go to that exam hall. That 2 hours, that pressure, that intense running of your mind, that application of knowledge, that thrill is not there. We'll not be able to experience again also. We are done with that stage. Okay. Now what we regret is, we should have enjoyed more when we had the thrill, when we had the time to get the thrill. We did not. We were more worried about the consequences. What to do? We should get married. We should have kids. Today we have kids. We are married. But we feel or we regret that we should not have thought about it when we are doing the exams. What will happen shall happen. No one has control over it. Not for you, not for me. Okay? So stop worrying about the consequences. Just go there and enjoy that process. Enjoy the 2 hours. Okay? That is the second thing I want to tell you. The third thing is, when his mother, that is my wife, sings songs to my kid, he is so hyper-focused. Even if there's an earthquake next to him, he will not turn. Even if I keep shouting, he will not turn. He is so hyper-focused in that song. Tomorrow also, when you go to that exam, you are the mother, the question paper is the kid. You both are intertwined. You both are hyper-focused. Don't lose the focus. The teacher will come and ask you the sign. Some person on the other side is not happy, so that person is shouting. Two lecturers are standing outside and talking with themselves and making a lot of noise. Don't get irritated with that. Your bench is shaking, the wind is blowing, while coming, the auto guy fought with you. All the things are going to happen. All the things should be accounted for. But you're still going to be hyper-focused because that 2 hours is only you and you alone. Don't worry about anything else. You and that question paper. That's all. You understanding this? So the third thing is be hyper-focused, guys. Every question, you and the question, that's all. Don't worry about anything. That is all you have to think about. Okay? So curiosity, carry it. Consequences, don't carry it. Attitude, be hyper-focused. Okay? The next is, see, when a kid looks at Vinay Sir, he will not know what Vinay Sir is. He looks at you, he will not know what you are. He looks at anyone. He looks at this board also in the same way as he looks at me. He looks at anything, living or non-living. Anybody, famous or normal common person. He will always see them in the same way. The same thing carry tomorrow also. What is it? No prejudices or biases. Just because a question is from your favorite subject, don't be overly attached to it. Just because a question is from a subject that you feel you're weak, don't be overly scared about it. Take every question on its merit, treat it with complete neutrality. Your job is to only solve the problem. Remove everything else from your mind, go with a very blank slate, one question at a time, that's all. Alright, remove all that bias. My favorite subject, my very easy subject, very difficult subject, I didn't read this properly, I have not read that book properly. Again, I'm telling you, keep this in your mind, knowledge doesn't matter. Many questions, the answers you will be able to deduce even without studying it. So please make sure that when you read a question, don't have any type of prejudices or any type of bias like a kid. Read the question with excitement. Make sure that you read it properly. Make sure that you read it like a beginner. Don't have any prejudices that I'm expert. My optional is geography. So geography questions and all, I will do it like this. Don't carry any such prejudices. Go like a kid. Read every sentence properly. Understand what that question is trying to ask you. Get the answer there. You got this? So the fourth thing is don't have any type of prejudices. The last thing, okay, this has no analogy to my kid, but the last thing I wanted to tell is time, guys. It is the time that makes the exam easy or difficult. The person who can manage the time will always feel that the exam was relatively easy. If you are not able to manage time, even the easy questions will become difficult. So, under any circumstances, from the beginning to the end, have control over time. Obviously, we cannot control time, but manage time better. Please manage time better. Okay? The last thing, the final thing I want to tell is, I've always told this. This is the prelims mantra I keep telling all my students, all my toppers. Know this in your mind. Any year of prelims exam, the cutoff will always be equal to the total number of basic plus easy questions. The cutoff will always be equal to the total number of basics plus easy questions. So, don't try to be perfect in the exam. Just make sure that you do all the basic and easy questions right. Don't do any blunders. Manage the time properly. You will be able to ace the exam. You got this? The last story I want to end this with. In 1937, there will be a football match between Charlton and Chelsea. Okay? So, in that football match, when the match starts, after let us say 10-15 minutes or around 1 hour, the match will stop. Why will the match stop? Is because there is dense and heavy fog. Because there's dense and heavy fog, no one can see each other. So for that, what they do, they'll stop the match. So when they stop the match, everyone will go to their dressing room and relax until the match is resumed. Now, Charlton's goalkeeper is missing. The Charlton's goalkeeper is not there. He's Sam Bartman. Sam Bartman is missing. Everyone is worried, where is this goalkeeper? You know where was he? He was standing in the goalpost like this. He has not moved an inch. Because there was dense fog, he couldn't see what is happening outside. He couldn't hear the whistle of that referee because there was a lot of noise from the people behind him. But what you should appreciate the fact is, for 20 to 30 minutes, that goalkeeper is just standing and guarding the goal post. So what does it tell you is, whatever happens, just go and do your job and come. Don't worry about what is happening in the surrounding. Don't worry about the consequences. Definitely you will prosper if you just think and be in that moment and execute better. I hope it was helpful, guys. Thank you so much. All the very best.
Hello everyone, good morning. So today we'll not dwell into detail about the study aspects. I think about the mindset, most of the things Sudeep Sir have exhausted and rest of the things I have kept it for Vinay Sir. So, so, so what I will do is I will speak about that 2 hours, right? So when I go to exam, I generally follow Gita a lot. What I say is, for example, what I think, I will tell my own pure experiences. All 6 attempts, 5 attempts, I were able to clear prelims easily, comfortably. What Krishna says to Arjuna is, this is Dharma Yuddha, you have to do your karma. This is what I believe. What will happen, what will not happen, I will tell you. Sir spoke about consequences. What I used to think, consequences only there are 2 things, black and white. White is yes, I will clear, black, I will not clear. If I will not clear, then comes Swami Vivekananda, I will lead, I will teach the students. That's it. Getting the point. इससे अलावा कुछ नहीं होगा, will not end up the life. So don't attach a lot to this UPSC. UPSC exam is just like another 12th standard board examination. This is what I feel. But we have basically overhyped this examination. Now coming to this 2 hours, what I used to do. When I used to enter the examination hall, before the examination hall, for example, from today afternoon till evening, I will not study a lot. I will not go through that facts sheet, lot of diagrams, वगैरह कुछ नहीं. Only original UPSC papers, I used to just turn around on the pages. Why? To get used to that font, to get used to get how the questions are shuffled, just to get an idea, so that I will be in the examiner's mindset. That's it. I will not try to solve questions also. I just see the questions, see the topics. That's it. After this, when I will go to the examination hall at 9:30, first 2 minutes are the most crucial, because at that time the anxiety is at highest. So what I will first of all turn around the pages. Once you turn around the pages, you'll get adapted to that environment and that questions. Only maximum 2 minutes, because time is a key. Getting the point? So not waste a lot of time, but get used to the, basically I would say, to the paper. It will reduce your anxiety. I'm not saying to go through each and every question 100, but just turn around the pages, you'll feel it much more better. Once you feel comfortable, then you start with the paper. Now, when you start the paper, my mantra was very simple. I have 100 questions, and for me, I have to do only basic questions correct. For that, I had analyzed the mistakes which I had done in the only one attempt, that is first attempt. One, doing the easy questions incorrect. Example, polity. Most easiest question out of all the questions, 15 questions, but out of the 15 questions, everyone will get incorrect, 4 to 5, and here itself, the game is over. Correct? So why I will go incorrect in 4 to 5 questions? Because of anxiety, because of not reading the question properly, because missing what is correct or what is incorrect or what is asked, marking B ki jagah pe C. All these things will cost me 2 to 3 questions. This is where the game ends. So shanti se karna hai, right? One. Over, I would say, confident about the certain topics which we like, as Sudeep Sir said. For example, geography option I had. Once upon a time, there was a question I asked, through how many states the Western Ghats pass? Fatak se bina kuch soche, directly 6 states. Socha nahi. I considered Gujarat, but I did not consider Tamil Nadu. Overconfidence. Correct, getting the point. It costed me 2.66 marks. I cleared, that is a different part. But I am telling you, this overconfidence in the subject which we like, we are attached to, we are too overconfident. Polity I like. Fatafat. Not needed, absolutely. Shanti se, whatever we are knowing, we have to take those questions. Certain topics where the questions are out of the box, be ready for this. Paper will be not from your whatever you have read. You have to apply the concepts. People generally think, whatever I have studied from my notes, Ashish Sir ka notes hai, Sudeep Sir ka notes hai, insights ka notes hai, usme se aayega. Nahi. Concepts will be coming. You have to apply that concept. And to apply that concept, you need a calm mind. That's it. Shanti se sochoge, at that time, you can link multiple common sense based things, right? Getting the point? So these are the first things that you have to do in the first round. Just pick up the most easiest questions. After that only you can gauge what is the difficulty of the paper. I'm not asking you to gauge in the examination hall what difficulty that you have to judge, kitna cutoff hoga, vagera, not at all. But first round mein, with I would say with the help of the pure knowledge, solve the most easiest question. Then comes the second round. For the second round, I personally feel you should keep more time. Why more time? Because here you have to apply basically the, I would say the concepts, logic, common sense and tricks. Whatever the tricks you have, right? extreme statements are incorrect, numbers are incorrect, right? Apply with logic. Don't apply it blindly. Getting the point? Last 2 years we have seen the tricks, yes, they are applicable, but now the amount where the applicabilities have reduced a lot. Apply it. But you know your own strength, own weaknesses, how much you have to attempt. Depend upon that, take the right calls in the second round. Don't hurry in the last third round or second round ka end. Why? Because you'll be having just 5 minutes or 8 minutes left. हाँ यार मैं और एक 3-4 क्वेश्चन कर रहा होता हूँ और I will do more 8 to 10 questions. In that 8 to 10 questions, sir, मेरा 6 गलत हुआ. Why is it? It is because we could not manage the time. So it is about the time management. I hope you are understanding. Fourthly, whenever you are having a big, large questions, a paragraph based question. Nowadays you might have seen that whenever there is a question, few questions, especially science and tech, पूरा paragraph दिया जाता है, इतना बड़ा. We get basically scared because of that question. इतना बड़ा question, right? So, as far as my experience goes, if the question is too big, उतना आसान होता है वो. Only thing is, we have to read with a calm mind. Because all the hints, everything is given in the question itself. I hope you are understanding, right? Especially science and tech or anything about IoT's thing. There was a question about IoT, Internet of Things. पूरा passage दिया था क्या है related to. They may ask you about AI or whatever it is. So उसके लिए what we need is we have to read and understand and comprehend what the examiner is speaking, right? Fifthly, when you are reading the questions, for example, if you are reading the question of, let us consider economy. Example. First of all, what happens? We'll feel topic is similar. Okay? Example, government securities. Example. And then we'll read the statements. Well, if the statement are not known to us, then we'll pura stuck there itself. Oh, yaar, I have read this government security, this second and third statement. I'm not knowing what to do, what not to do. And we'll invest almost 2 to 2.5 minutes. Don't take any question on ego. Ego is what kills in the examination. मुझे पता था, मैंने किया था, मुझे पता क्यों नहीं? All these things we have gone through, multiple aspirants have gone through. Every question, for example, question number 32 and question number, let us 78, both are having the same marks. Both the papers are going to be evaluated by machine, not by humans. OMR sheet एक होता है, machine में जाता है. Humans are not going to. So machine does not know question number 32 art and culture का था, इसका polity का था. It knows what is ABCD, that's it. All biasness, all OCDs, continuously B, तो fifth वाला B नहीं होगा. Correct? All these things keep outside. I've seen many students getting the point with this. These are the things that you have to do in the examination. Prior day, if you are not getting sleep, we have to sleep properly. Absolutely fine. But sleep nahi hoga, ye main guarantee deta hu. Right? If you are sleeping, if the sleep is not happening also, that is completely fine. Accept it. Nahi hoga, but tomorrow morning 9:30 to 11:30, I will not sleep. No one is going to sleep. All the 5 PT which I have cleared, मुझे नींद नहीं हुआ था, only 4 hours. इसका मतलब ये थोड़ी है कि 9:30 to 11:30 I went and slept in the examination. दिमाग चला तभी भी. What I want to say, it is the mind who pulls you back in the examination. How? अरे यार तूने सोया नहीं वगैरह. That means right now we are in examination and mind is thinking हाँ यार तू सोया नहीं था अरे क्वेश्चन क्या चल रहा है. Correct? Getting my point. So are you understanding? So it is the mind which will take you back. So first, if you have to sleep properly, don't read a lot, don't exhaust. Go in the examination with the open mind. This is the most important thing. For example, the most easiest subject is polity. कल जाके अगर payroll and furlough का detail question आया तो bouncer है ऐसा मत सोचना. This is bound to happen. If the paper was easy and everyone knew everything, cutoff would have not been 84 to 85. That is merely 44 questions or 45. If someone is so genius, the cutoff should have been 116 or 118, just like 2016, if paper was easy, right? Paper is not easy, that is why cutoff is already coming down. So you should not be worried about cutoff or anything bounces. You should be just worried about, मुझे क्या पता है and how can I solve this? You should interact with the examiner, what questioner is trying to say. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? So your duty is only one thing, go with the open mind, read the question, try to understand what is he trying to ask you. For example, right now I'm speaking something, Vinay Sir will be telling you something, समझ लो कहना क्या चाहते हैं. There is difference. One is hearing and second is listening. Listening is an art where you hear and understand. Understand this. So when you are reading, what happens in the examination? You keep on reading the question, but this is nothing but just you are going through the words. You are not understanding what he is trying to say. So to understand what is the written in a sentence, you should be calm. For example, if I write something, correct, for example, crack the UPSC Prelims 2025 with the confidence, right? This is a sentence. आपके सामने क्या होता है in examination? Because of that anxiety of the first 10 questions or 20 questions, ये आ रहा है, दिख रहा है मुझे, लेकिन समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. This is what happens with the students. So you have to remain calm. This is the most important thing which I feel. That means, and treat every question with the same I would say intensity. Every question has 2 marks. And the last and most important thing is, whatever you are going to do tomorrow, it is just like yet another mock only. UPSC कुछ आसमान से ऊपर नहीं आया. Getting the point? It is just another mock. Consider this. If you are treating it as some like life and death, it is bound to bring anxiety. Getting the point? So just do your work. That is, go with open mind. Learn, listen what examiner is trying to tell you. Depend upon, see whatever knowledge you have, accumulate all the basic points and basic common sense. With this 100% you will find some link in the question. And once you get that, then in that 50-50 जो आप बोलते हो ना सर मुझे पता है 50-50 में गलत हो रहा है, to get that 50-50 correct, most of them correct, you have to apply concepts and logic and common sense. To apply these three concepts, common sense and logic, you have to be calm. I hope you are understanding. So tomorrow, go with open mind, enjoy the examination. It is just yet another mock, and I definitely know that most of you are most of the faces I know the names of the students also. I definitely know online students also, but not online but offline I'm telling. Definitely will come out with the flying colors. So be calm, go enjoy the process. This is not going to come back again. So enjoy it. Wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Put this now. Yeah. Thank you, Ashish Sir. Good morning. Right. So, yeah. One thing is everybody is anxious. Even I am also anxious. Right. What to talk, what not to talk. Right. Okay. You can see the consequences of being anxious, right? So, right. So, see, the one thing I just want to say that, the anxiety is common. You cannot do anything about it. That is the reality. If somebody is not anxious for tomorrow, then actually either he is lying or he is not serious. It's as simple as that, right? So, there can be only 2 reasons, right? So, and including the toppers who have been cleared multiple times, I have cleared multiple times. Every exam was, every time when I go to the exam, I will have the same anxiety before one day, and it is quite common irrespective of how much you are scoring. It does not mean that you lack confidence, but you are anticipating how will be the paper, whatever that. And till now, whatever you have done comfortably fine with test series or, revising the things, current affairs, everything is perfectly. You have done your job. Right? With that, basically, you should go with the open mind. That is first place. Second thing is basically getting angry today is very, very normal. First, you accept it, it is normal. At the same time, calming yourself, doing meditation, all will not work. Right? So they are, just a kind of a suggestion which will not work. So I don't give that suggestion that do meditation and all. But what you can do basically is it is more about 2 hours ka exam. It is not like, mains where even if you miss that first half an hour, then I come back with, next papers and do the things. That will not happen here. It is just a matter of 2 hours. If you do not manage it for first half an hour, 45 minutes, then it will be costing you 1 year. That's it. It's as simple as that. Right? So the practical suggestion would be you have to go with the positive mindset. Right? What is the positive mindset? That means that if I want to be confident, I do only 2 things. That is, one day before, I revise the things which I am comfortable with. Let's say if I am something weak at it, still I want to see it at the end of the day, I won't do it. Right? One, it will make me further tensed because I am not able to recollect. Right? So rather than that, already whatever you are comfortable, just revise them. Right? And maybe let's say I want to have a good sleep. Right? Which is again not possible. Right. So if it is not possible, so what is the way out? Let's say, maybe if you want to sleep at 12, right? Start at 10 lying down and, studying the things. Keep reading the things which you are comfortable with. So automatically over a period of 1 hour, 2 hours, without your knowledge, you will get sleep. Because when you start reading and sleeping, it is know that it is bound to happen that we are going to sleep. Don't be attentive in a room and start studying in that way. right? And nothing is going to come what you are going to study today. That is the fact, right? And all the 35, 40 question that is going to come, you have already know it. Today also, if you give the paper, you will be able to do the same 35, 40 question what you are going to do tomorrow, right? So that means that if you keep looking at the things which are easy for you, which will make you confident, you feel that I have read everything, so I can do better, right? So that is just a mental setup that I want to go with, rather than there is nothing reality here, right? So we are making it feeling ourselves, saying that I'm good at it. And once you are doing it, let's say if you are having 5 hours sleep, 4 hours sleep, it's completely fine. Don't worry about it. As long as when you are getting up, you are little bit, if, let's say if you are not feeling fresh, sleep for half an hour more. So it's completely fine, right? Whatever, but only thing what you have to remember is you should not study just, let's say, 1 hour before the examination. Till that, even if I tell that don't study today, watch some movies, that is not going to happen. Even if you watch the movies, you don't understand the simple movies also, right? So it's as simple as that, right? So read it, it's fine. But when you are going tomorrow, just 1 hour before the exam, don't read anything. Why? Because you will carry that, the same mindset. Let's say I'm studying history, right? At the end, when I enter the exam, when I go with the history, and if I look at the history question which is not there, that itself will make you tense. So 1 hour before, decouple yourself with the exam. Read something, newspaper, watch to music, whatever this, right? When I used to go to the examination hall 1 hour before, people around me will be studying, as if the same question is going to come, they are going to write. So what I used to do is I used to carry a local newspaper. Within that also local political news I used to read, not even related anything to UPSC, so that, I'm completely disconnected for that 1 hour, so that when I go to the examination, let me have a fresh perspective about the question. That is one. And whatever that happens within the examination is subconscious. You cannot do consciously, right? All it happens in the subconscious mind. So that means if it happens to happen in the right way, now in this day, basically 1 day before, you should be having that positive mindset will carry. If you are in that pressurized moment for one complete day, then whatever you do that in the examination hall, that pressure will continue. So all you have to do is keep your today more, just keep revising the things, fine. At the same time, only revise those things which you are comfortable with. Every time when you revise the comfortable things, you feel that you are confident. When you go with the examination, you will be confident. 1 hour before the exam, don't study anything, right? Have good food, right? Not heavy food, but good food, right? You can have fruits. Difference between heavy and good food you can understand, right? So that, you don't have any stomach issues in the examination also, right? So just go and have good food, be comfortable, more energetic, and within that 3 hours gap, right, again between the CSET and all, just have proper food and, take fluids, plenty of fluids, and, be energetic, right? That's it basically, right? It is nothing to do with what you are going to do there. And manage your time well. How do you manage your time well? Always, now don't do anything new, which you have already done, let's say 2 rounds. Go with the same thing. If somebody is already doing with the 3 rounds, now don't change your entire plan altogether, right? Because in my UPSC journey, in only one attempt, where I studied for prelims for 3 to 4 months, right? That is from January only I studied only for prelims, exclusively for prelims, and I did not clear, right? But in all my attempts, other attempt, basically I just took 1 month and cleared. The reason was when I took that 5 months, I became more anxious because I have studied for a very long time. Even in the examination hall, my strategy, I dropped it. Whatever others are saying, I have to do 2 rounds, 3 rounds, I started doing it in the examination. Could not take the unnecessary risk. So whatever that what is helping you in your mock test, what is, working in your favor, please have that. Don't have a new strategy in the last moment. That will not work, right? Any strategy, if it wants to work, you have to repetitively iterate it. Then you will come to know what is the drawback of it, what is the benefit of it, and you will modify according to your need and you will do it. But that cannot be done in the last day. So go with whatever that you have done, that is completely fine. Be more confident, and all you need is 40 questions. And all will know is 40 questions, right? So you won't be knowing more than 40 questions in the first round, that is what you are going to do. So get that 80 correctly, your job is done. All other thing is you need just 10-15 marks more. That automatically come when you are getting your 40 correct. But if you lose that 40 question, then you have to get it from the unknown question. So go with that, and how to manage the time, it is as simple as that. Always pick the question where you know the topics. Let's say if I don't know anything about Kautilya's Arthashastra, 4 statements followed by it, don't do it in the first round. and then you yourself making feel that, this question is difficult. It is Kautilya's Arthashastra, I might not be having much knowledge about, I will come directly in the second round. So I'll skip in the first round, so I will only take those topics which I am comfortable. So there will be 40-45 questions which you are comfortable, which will take around 50 minutes in the first round. So when you are doing in 50 to 1 hour in first round, for the second round you still have 1 hour. Why many people will fail is, they do 1 to 100 question line by line, reading line by line, because of which basically they will be taking 1 hour 20 minutes, 1 hour 30 minutes for the first round itself. Because of which for the second round where they want to attend more number of questions, they will be left with 30 minutes. For the second round where your thinking is needed, you should keep more time. Where your knowledge is needed, you should keep less time. Because anyways you don't think about the polity or economy, whatever the study that, subject you are comfortable. You are only doing from the knowledge perspective. For that you don't need time. So only pick the first topics where you are comfortable with. Second topic, even though let's say parole is there, furlough is there, which I am not comfortable with, I don't read it in the first round, I directly read it in the second round. So that my first round, I can manage the time. So for the second round, you will have plenty of time. So you can think and eliminate the option also, right? So that is the time management that you can do in the examination hall, right? So that's it about it. Other than that, everything will be perfectly fine. So once you do that, right, first round known topics, 40 questions you have done, and most of them answer you will be knowing because the easy topics that you are doing. And now what will happen, you already know that you have 80 marks in your pocket. Now you know that cutoff will be around 90, so 10 marks is needed. The mindset, right, I need 20 runs for 80 balls. What will happen in your mindset? Even if I lose the wicket, I don't care, right? So because all I need is 20, that positive mindset will come when you are doing it in this way, right? So that means that once you have enough time for the second round and already you know that 60 marks to 70 marks already is in your pocket, all you need is another 20-30 marks in remaining 1 hour 15 minutes, things will be easier. That is point number 1, right? In the examination, how do you manage the time, right? So once you do that, things will be completely fine. All right. So other than that, it's all about mindset, having the positive mindset. How will you have the positive mindset? One day before, read what you are comfortable. Don't read something which you are, last minute current affairs, some new material. Don't pick anything as of now. Irrespective of how small it is, it will always make you feel tensed. And being tensed is absolutely fine. Everybody will feel it. Whoever clears, in a consistent way also, they will feel it. It is not that you are alone here. Everybody is going through the same phase. So that enjoy that phase, be in that tense, because tomorrow you will not be having the same mindset, right? Once the exam is over, it is over. So just go and enjoy. Within an exam, how your mindset, Sudeep Sir has told what should be a champion's mindset and those things that you are already carry forward, but go with this, that will be make your jobs easier. That's it. Okay. All right. So I know that everybody will do well. No, whatever that you have done, the same question will come, you are going to do well. Manage the time and your mindset. That's it, right? All the best for tomorrow, right? Yes, come out with the flying colors. All the best. Okay.
So I'm married and I have 2 kids. One 7-year-old and another one, he will be 5-year-old. Next year, January, 4.5 currently. What I'm sure is that tomorrow after Sunday, the Monday is bound to come. Right? We will see the Monday, and there is another Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday. By next Saturday, you are normal. Irrespective of how you are going to do tomorrow, in another 1 week, in another 10 days, you are kind of normal. You calm yourself, or people around you, even if assume that it didn't go well. So people around you will calm you down, right? You will come and talk to us maybe. You will talk to friends, relatives, parents, whoever it is you are comfortable with. So things will become normal after a few days. It happens everywhere. Whether it is death, whether it is a Palgam incident, a surgical strike, war, we move on, right? We all move on. So that is the normal course of life that is very profound, right? And we forget it sometimes, right? We forget it that the life is larger than our goals, life is larger than our choices, right? And we become very short-sighted. We look at the smallest things and get agitated. We look at normal routine troubles, and when they haunt us, when they trouble us, we make them very big issue, right? Did you watch Tom Cruise movie, Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning? Anyone? I recommend, you go today and watch it in the evening in the theater, right? So there is a dialogue, I think it has been repeated many times in the movie. We are sum of our choices. We are sum of our choices. So whatever choices we make, we are the sum of all the choices we have made. Since we got the awareness within us that who I am, of course that question is who I am is a very big philosophical question, but you know who you are, what you want to be, right? So in this journey you have made wonderful choices and bad choices, embarrassing choices. So whatever it has been, it has brought you to this moment. So we are the sum of all of our choices. At the same time, we are also sum of all the experiences, right? And it hasn't ended. I think it is still in an infancy stage, considering your age, even my age. So we make lots of choices. We go through lots of experiences. We go through lots of emotional turmoil, emotional disturbances, so many things. And currently you may be going through some of those experiences. Maybe last night you experienced something. Last week you experienced something. I think next hour you may experience something. Tonight you may experience something. When we take all these things in a normal sense, that these are a routine part of our progress, our growth, right? They are God gifts intended to make us more mature, more resilient, more tough, to handle bigger challenges. So when you condition your mind in this way, right, tomorrow is another normal day in your life. It's just another normal day. It has no significance to people who are not preparing for UPSC, right? Tomorrow is just another Sunday. Tomorrow, if I am free, I will go for a movie, right? When you people are writing the examination, I can go to a movie, right? I can enjoy my Sunday. But why are you so worried? If at all you are worried, I don't think people sitting here are worried here, right? You look perfectly calm. The reason is that they have already told lots of attachment, not with just the examination, because you have made this choice long ago and it has become an issue of prestige, right, for some of you. It has become an issue of status for some of you, right? And there are lots of expectation. The moment you made this choice, since then your own imposed self expectations and then the expectations from people around you, right? Maybe it has been 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. So lots of pressure because of the expectation. So you are under pressure to perform, right? So I have to crack this preliminary examination to prove someone something, or to prove to myself, or maybe to crack this examination eventually. I'll tell you, all these expectations, pressure, they really do not matter. They absolutely don't matter in your life. Be as much careless as possible. Be as much free as possible, like a free bird, like free individual. Free from all kinds of expectations, all kinds of pressures, self-imposed or imposed by others. Absolutely, like free yourself. The reason is that nobody cares, right? Tomorrow you become a topper. Can you tell me 5 years ago who was all India rank 1 in UPSC examination? Can you name rank 3 this year? Can you name rank 4 this year? Anyone? Can you name 6 IAS officers in India who are 40 years and above? Any 5 random IAS officers who are serving the country? There are 5,000 plus IAS officers in India who are trying to make India great, Vishwaguru, right, along with many other officials and politicians. Can you name any 5 names, who are 40 and above? Majority of you don't know who is the Chief Secretary of Karnataka or, Cabinet Secretary of India, right? Some of you know, maybe, right? You don't know who is the Health Secretary, who is not Foreign Secretary, because, so he is in the news, or he is doing a great job, right? Maybe you visualize yourself to be a Foreign Secretary someday, right? Though you have invested so much time, energy into, becoming IAS officer, still you are not that much passionate, to be honest, right? That passion stems from, long-term vision, long-term goal, where you visualize yourself to be who you want to be, whether within the IAS or beyond the IAS, right? So some of you might have the dream. In fact, some people come with the dream that, first I'll get into IAS and then I'll become politician. I want to become a minister or someone, right? Some people actually. So recently I met a girl, she came with that dream. She is very clear. I wanted to get into civil because that is the trend, Our railway minister was an IAS officer. Urban development minister was an IAS officer. External affairs minister, Indian foreign service. I think the trend will increasingly become, more prominent in coming years, right? Some of you can become, might become. Now, you are not very sure about your future choices because you are stuck to the choice you have made. This UPSC choice, becoming IAS or IFS or IPS, that is a choice you are stuck currently, and it hasn't allowed you to think of any other choices very clearly. So it is all hazy, and it is all sometimes maybe a dilemma, right? Higher education or a job or some other career option, self-employment. You want to do something, they come and go, but the future choice is not very clear, right? So that is another problem. Now, tomorrow, right? So when you go to the examination hall, when you look at the question paper, as Sudeep said, when you don't get first 20 questions correctly, right? You read them 2 times, you read them 3 times, right? You know them, you have read somewhere, but the correct answer is not coming. You don't know if it is the correct answer, right? But you don't know the correct answer. Like after 20 questions, it happens, right? In series, like 1, 2, 3, 4, you don't know. 5, 6, 7, you don't know. Then till 20, you don't know anything. So what are you going to do? Are you going to walk out of the examination hall? No, right? You'll still try, right? You'll still try. You'll move to the 21st question, right? And then again, you are going to come back again, question 1 to 20, 1 to 20. But you are not going to totally give up. You are not going to walk out. You will struggle, right? You will try to, calm down. You will try to gather courage. You will try to, somehow, maybe some imagination might happen at that moment. The future, the past, the relationship, whatever it is, right? The flashback will happen, right? Some of you might become nervous and start sweating down. Anything can happen, right? Now let us assume that for these 20 questions, answers totally. Like, first 20 questions, answer to all 20 questions. You are very confident that, whatever you are thinking, the answers are right for all 20 questions. Now what? You want to give one more paper, right? You want to answer more questions. You are so excited, right? Your curiosity is so strong now. It is propelling you, like, it is propelling you forward. Now just a question like why? When you don't know, when you cannot do something, suddenly you become nervous, you are struggling. And when it is comfortable, when you know it is taking you forward, it might result in complacency also, overconfidence. So whatever it is. So what could be the reason? Why? Why you get nervous when you don't know? Why you become so calm and confident when you know certain things? Why? Do you know the reason? Huh? Can you think of a reason? Can you think of 2 reasons? Why? Can anyone tell me here why? Without knowing the reason, you get anxious in the examination hall, right? Why? Of course, I already talked about them. Lots of expectations, attachment, fear of failure, right? So you start thinking of failure, right? Start thinking of, all the wasted efforts so far. I'm going to tell you with all the honesty, till today, till this moment, whatever you have prepared for this examination, you haven't prepared for the examination, you have actually prepared for the life. Till this moment. And from this moment onwards, whatever you're going to prepare, whatever you have prepared, whether it is knowledge, skills, the resilience, giving lots of marks, facing lots of ups and downs, coping with them, the failures, and then bouncing back, everything that you have learned so far, these are the life lessons, right? These have made you a slightly better person, or far more better person than who you used to be, right, earlier. Now, tomorrow you are going to add few more experiences, right? Just keep totally open mind. When we say we have to keep open mind, what it means is that open mind is open to every sort of emotion, every sort of experience, right? So Sudeep Sir gave like examples, you will go through unpleasant experiences in the examination hall, right? But to keep an open mind tomorrow, right, it is not so easy. Okay, we'll keep open mind and go tomorrow. How do you do that? To keep open mind tomorrow, right, first you have to think about the worst possible outcomes, right? And you have to prepare your mind for all the worst possible outcomes, right? The worst possible outcomes, as Ashish said, black and white, pass or fail. That is in terms of how the world sees, pass or fail. Now, when I go and give speeches everywhere, all political speeches, I am the most successful guy. I failed in this examination, right? It is all relative, and it depends on, the kind of viewpoint, right, you have regarding your own life, how you see others' life. So, the only outcome, either you are going to crack prelims or not crack prelims, because you want to move to another step. There is another mains examination. The game is not over, right? Tomorrow is not the final day. There is another step. You want to move there, right? Now, when there are only two outcomes, right? One outcome gives you lots of joy and happiness, right? Again, the tension starts after the result. When you clear, you start complaining that you have only few days for the mains. You haven't done your optional completely. Mains notes are not ready, right? And there are bridge courses, IAM courses, and so many essay courses that you need to cope up with. So many things. And this is never ending, right? Every moment of your life, right? Even after achieving IAS. So recently, the Karnataka topper is not getting Karnataka cadre. Rank 24 Rangamanju. I wish he had got Karnataka, I hope, but he's not getting Karnataka. But I don't think he's sad. I think he might get UP or Maharashtra. He will move on, right? He will get used to that. And he has chosen IAS, not for the cadre or anything, right? But for someone, who is so attached, or who is constantly told you are the topper, you are going to get Karnataka for sure. That moment can be very disturbing, very sad also, right? So you become All India topper, Karnataka topper. Do you think this anxiety ends there? No, it doesn't end. And then you go to Labasna, then there are so many issues, right? The drinks are not available, right? Right. There is no bar. And then the girl you are loving is not accepting you, right? Then there is a broken relationship, right? What do you call breakup? So breakups. So then there is breakup, and there is another, what is the opposite of breakup? Makeup. Right. Then there is breakup and there is makeup. This is never going to end, right? So, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಮಲ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿ, ಒಂದು 10 ಕ್ಯಾಡ್ಬರಿ ತಿನ್ನಿ. ಕ್ಯಾಡ್ಬರಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಕಿಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟ್, If you eat Kit Kat and read Kit Kat wrapper, tomorrow you might get a question, right? Do you know that Kit Kat story in UPSC, right? So there is a long YouTube video that all last 10-15 years previous year question papers from Kit Kat, right? There is a video, right? Take it easy, take it everything easy, light, right? When I told you, when I was coming here, I was thinking what to talk and all. I didn't rightly frame, what I wanted to tell. Few things I wanted to tell, these people told. Like I was like, you have to be curious, you have to be calm, you have to be confident. 3C are very important. And then Sudeep added one more C, consequences. That is not important, right? Minus the consequences. And then the few things. Now, while I was listening, then I was thinking, okay, what to tell? Nothing. I felt I'll just grab the mic and I'll just start talking something, right? So maybe what I know, what I think is relevant to you people in general, right? Tomorrow what is more important is situational awareness. Tomorrow what is more important is your ability to adapt very quickly to the situation. Tomorrow what is more important is flexibility, right? So you look at the paper, you adapt to the situation, right? Being smart, the definition of being smart is what? Ability to adapt, ability to change, right? Change according to the circumstances. So that is being smart. You have to be exam smart. Tomorrow you have to just adapt quickly, very quickly to the situation. It is so disturbing, so unpleasant. Don't worry about it. Adapt, right? So that the one who adapts, again, look at the examination from a large scheme of things. Why prelims is getting tougher? Why questions are becoming bit unpredictable? Why questions are lengthy and sometimes very difficult, right? Sometimes they feel like out of the syllabus. These examinations, when you are giving these questions, when you are solving these questions, they are not merely testing the knowledge component. They are not merely testing your skills component. They are thoroughly testing every ounce of your personality as well, right? It is the test of your personality tomorrow. The preliminary examination is also the test of personality, right? How tough you are, how calm you can be in that moment. So see it from that perspective, not merely like from the knowledge perspective. That is when you become overconfident, when you see very comfortable question from your area, maybe optional or whatever, and then you become nervous when you don't know something. And when you are curious, this problem is addressed, right? When we don't know something, it is the curiosity that melts the anxiety, right? When you don't know something, be a learner, try to learn, right? Maybe you can just read the question and not answer. You learn a new concept UPSC has introduced today in the prelims paper. Read it with a curious mind. You don't be under pressure to solve the question, right? You don't have to solve it. Why are you under compulsion to solve? Now, again, when you look at the question paper, 2 hour GS paper, most of the people see it as a block of 100 questions. You know that cutoff was how much? 87.9 last year for general category, right? You know that if the paper is slightly difficult than last year, the cutoff can again go up, in the sense that it can be 85, 84, we don't know. He beautifully said, Sudeep. So it is, the number of the easy and basic questions that come, right? So in a way, that's a very good perspective to have. You know that all you need to get somewhere around 45 questions correctly, 45 to 50 questions. But we are worried about all 100 questions, right? So before entering the examination, you are thinking entire exam as a block, 100 question examination. You don't have to know 30 questions absolutely. It is perfectly fine if you don't know answer to 20 to 30 questions. It is perfectly fine. So you go on counting the number of questions you don't know, right? You haven't heard about it, you haven't prepared, you don't know anything about it. It is perfectly fine. And so many times we forget that this is the competition across India. And I see my problem as the bigger problem. If it is difficult for me, it is only difficult for me, right? I link it to my preparation, I link it to my mistakes, I link it to my personality, and I start analyzing it, overthinking about it. Stop doing that. You know, if it is difficult for you, it is difficult for all the people who are appearing in this examination this year. It is not difficult only for you. Don't make it personal. Don't make it personal. He also said beautifully, don't be biased. Right? The prejudices in terms of where you know better, where you don't know better. Right? Prejudices in terms of, you know, making it like too personal. Right? So totally avoid it. This is a competition, right? We know the nature of the preliminary examination, and the purpose of the preliminary examination is a screening test. Right? It's a basic test intended to select few people for the mains examination, because I don't think they can conduct mains examination for 10,000 people and, you know, get it evaluated. Maybe AI might solve the problem in future, we don't know. And you people are, you know, taking the help of AI, I think, answer evaluation, we don't know. Or they might introduce online for the preliminary, we don't know, whatever it is. Now it is a screening test, right? Whom does it is screening? Whom is it screening, right? So we call that non-serious candidates. No, it is not screening non-serious candidates, right? Because everyone sitting here, you have put lots of effort into it. You have revised polity maybe 3-4 times, maybe more than that. You have revised every aspect of the preliminary examination. You have revised multiple times. You have given multiple mock tests, right? You have practiced. It is not that, you know, you are non-serious candidate. Everyone sitting here is a serious candidate. And everyone sitting here is a very courageous candidate. Naale exam is bandu kutkondidirili, right? Tomorrow examination is there, like you are, you know, sitting here, right? So you are not at all non-serious. Everyone sitting in this room is equally capable of cracking preliminary examination tomorrow, and the paper is designed in such a way. The paper is actually designed in such a way that anyone who has prepared for 1 year, or anybody who has, it's basically an educated person who has lots of common sense. Another C I wanted to add, I was thinking, that didn't occur actually. Common sense. Curiosity, calmness, confidence, common sense. These 4 C are extremely important, right? So basically it is a test of common sense also tomorrow. And all of you have lots of common sense. You practice it every day, right? When you are in the examination hall, don't forget who you are truly, like the actual self, right? And don't become someone else in the examination hall. You become too conscious, right? And you forget, or, you know, you let your mind forget about the true potential of yours, right? If you have read Vivekananda, you will know that, you know, he has the core message. What I have understood is that every soul is great, right? Every soul is great. Everyone sitting here is capable of becoming the greatest individual ever, right? That greatness is, it is embedded, it is part of us, part of every human being. Right, it is the circumstances, it is the conditioning, it is the kind of situations we have come up with, it is the way we take the situation, right? So it makes us all different individuals, right? At the core, we are all same, right? Identity wise, because again the choices, whatever it is, we are all different, we are called as different individuals. But to discover, to realize that, you know, you are the greatest, right? First you should be self-aware, right? To be self-aware, you know, you should be calm, again curious, and we don't know where the mind exists. Basically, we worry a lot about mind, right? It's the deep philosophical question, right? Where is the consciousness, right? Where is the mind? Nobody is able to answer so far, and we keep linking with, you know, mind and other things. So don't screw up your opportunity, and when we go with the flow, right? When we treat life as a something that is constantly flowing, right? Taking into its course everything that comes, that it can be mud, it can be dirt, it can be, right, good things, whatever it is. So when you are constantly moving, right, you are constantly evolving, you are maturing, and ultimately the long term aim, the long term goal that you have visualized, right? I don't know how big it is. Don't stop at the IAS level. Right. Currently, you have made the biggest mistake by saying that, you know, IAS is your the life's biggest mission. So that is the fundamental mistake, right? So that is the root cause of any anxiety you might face tomorrow, right? ಯಾರು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. those who have not prepared, I think you'll just walk and you'll give. And I feel so sad, very bad, when you people treat our mock test with all, when we are conducting mock test, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕೈ ಬೀಸ್ಕೊಂಬರ್ತಾರೆ. No tension, no anxiety, no sleepless night before our mock test, right? You come, you give, and then you will score well, right? But when it comes to UPSC, all serious, why this bias, right? We prepare better, lots of better quality question paper than KPSC with zero mistakes or like 1 or 2 mistakes, right? But you don't have respect for our question papers. But tomorrow, right? Like all pumped up, all yella stock itkondirtiri ivatte. You would have bought, some whatever, like, pepper boat or, chocolates and banana. ಇನ್ನೇನೇನು ಹೊಸ ಡ್ರೆಸ್ಸು ತಗೊಂಡಿರ್ಬೋದೇನೋ, ರೈಟ್, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. In my first batch in 2014, there was this guy, Satish Reddy. He got All India rank 95 that year. So he had this superstition that for all examination, even for the mock and even for the actual exam, he should wear the exact dress, right? So there was one track pant and there was light pink t-shirt, I remember, right? Back in 2014. He used to wear the same thing while coming to write all the mock tests, right? I used to conduct every day at that time. And then he wore the same. By that time, I think it was slightly torn also. He wore it. It was a belief, I think. And he got All India rank 95. The faith can move what? Move mountains or whatever you choose, right? The faith can, it is just like some people are like that. I don't think ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಪಕ್ಕದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಒಂದು ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಅಂಗಡಿ ಇದೆ, ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲೂ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಅಂಗಡಿ ಇದೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಮುಂದೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ 100-200 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೂಡ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಮಾರ್ತಾರೆ ಇವಾಗ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಚೂಸ್. ದ ಚಾಯ್ಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ಲೆಸ್, right? Choice, that is another issue. Like choices are plenty for all of you, right? Again, it has created lots of troubles and problems. Be ambitious, right? ನಾಳೆ ಏನೂ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನಾನೇ ಒಂದು ರೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡಿಸ್ತೀನಿ, ಒಂದು ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ನ, ಆಯಿತಾ? ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು, ರೈಟ್? ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಗೋಬಿ ಮಾರಿ, 1.5 ಲಕ್ಷ ಅಂತ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಗೋಬಿ ಮಾರೋರಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದು ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬ ದೋಸೆಯನ್ನು ಬಂದ, ಅವನ ದೋಸೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತಂತ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾರೋ ಪಲಾವ್ ಅಂಗಡಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ ಏರಿಯಾದಿಂದ ಬಂದವರು. ಸೊ ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ಹಂಗೆ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಅಂದದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೈದ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ಪಾಪ. ಕೆಲಸ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಪಕೋಡ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ರೈಟ್? ಬಟ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಗುಡ್ ಸಜೆಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ, ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ರೈಟ್? ಅಗೈನ್ ದಿ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ಲೆಸ್ in the future. So I keep telling, again, this is beyond prelims. Develop interest in few things. Hobbies, strong hobbies. Having strong hobby in something, right, will save your career and will save your life, right? Strong hobby in something. It can be music, dance, reading, writing, debating, right? Watching movies, thinking about movies, writing screenplay, writing short stories. Strong hobby. You can be next Banu Mushtaq, right? Right, you can be next Nobel Prize winner. I used to have all these mad dreams. I don't know from where these came into my head. So always, like, that is why I named Insights on India. I wanted to write about insights. I mean, India. When all my attempts got over, when I left my Panchayat Development Officer, KS, the list got cancelled. I thought I'll become a writer. And I applied for Tata Institute of Social Science. I got admission into Media Cultural Studies. I went, but I came back because the KS I passed. And then this door got closed. Then I felt, I'll become a writer. I wanted to become a writer, right? But this UPSC thing, after spending 5-6 hours, I started writing more about UPSC. People started following the blog. And then they started calling me Vinay Sir, first Insight Sir, then they came to know my name, then they started calling me Vinay Sir, and then Vinay Sir, Udbhava Agbutta, Vinay Sir. I mean, he rose, just like whatever it is. From all the failures, the blogging saved me, saved my life, and again, helped me give jobs to so many people, and maybe help so many hundreds or even thousands of people, follow the website. And so it is still the most visited website in terms of number of unique visitors, the website. and the secure initiative, whatever it is, they all just came out of nowhere. Have hobby, strong interest, right? Again, that is tested in the interview stage also, how deeply you are passionate about these hobbies and interest. I keep recommending reading literature, right? You might not have done, again, this is not that, I mean, just telling you, again, because I believe Monday is going to come, right? Today is not the end of the world, not the end of your life, whatever it is, right? The Monday is going to come. That is why, keeping the future in mind, I have told few things. Be ruthlessly ambitious. I tell you, nobody even today has achieved the greatest thing, whether it is Elon Musk or Donald Trump or before them, Narendra Modi ji or anyone. It is limitless, right? Nobody, I mean, it's the sooner we realize, the sooner we can unlock the true potential in us, right? We realize very late, everyone. Right? Again, our education system doesn't allow us to realize. It is all rat race. It is all, herd mentality everywhere. That uniqueness, right? That the core I was talking about hasn't allowed us. So maybe these moments are those moments, might help you become, truly aware of who you are and, become greater and, a good human being. So, Aramagogi, wish you all the best. And I hope the today's session was useful to all of you. And now we will give you chocolates, right? ಈಗಲೇ ತಿಂದ್ಬಿಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು. ನಾನು ಈಗ ಹೊಳಿತು ಆಗಲೇ ಕ್ಯಾಡ್ ಬೇರೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, ಕಿಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟ್ ತರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರೋದೇನೋ ಅಂತ. ಕಿಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟೇ ತಂದವ್ರಾ? ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಟ್ಸ್. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ. ಗುಡ್. ಸೊ ಏನಾದರೂ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟು ಆಸ್ಕ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನೀವೇನೋ ಡೌಟ್ ಕೇಳೋದು, ಅವನಿಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಡೌಟ್ ಬರೋದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಹೇಳೋದು, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ನಾನು ಮಾಡೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹಗ್ಗ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋದು, ಹಗ್ಗ ಹುಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋದು, ಬಾವಿ ಹುಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋದು, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇಡಪ್ಪ. ಆರಾಮಾಗಿರಿ, ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನನ್ನ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಸಜೆಷನ್ ಏನಂದರೆ, ಇವತ್ತೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ಹೋದ ವರ್ಷ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ರಾಜಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ, ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಇದನ್ನು. ಸೊ ಅದರ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಸೆಷನ್ನು ಏನಪ್ಪ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ ಅಂತಂದು ಕೇಳಿದೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ನೈಟು. ಸರ್ ನಾನು ಒ ಎಮ್ ಆರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಒ ಎಮ್ ಆರ್ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾಳೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮುಂಚೆನೇ ಏನಾದ್ರು ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತಂದು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಂಕ್ ರಮ್ಮು, ಒ ಎಮ್ ಆರ್ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಂಕ್ ರಮ್ಮು. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಹುಡುಗಿರು ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಒ ಎಮ್ ಆರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಂಕ್ ರಮ್ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಅದು ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಂಕ್ ಅಂತಂದು. ನಾನು ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಫುಲ್ ಬಾಟ್ಲು ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಂತಂದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತಗೋಬೇಡ, ಸಾರಿ, ರೈಟ್, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ತಮಾಷೆಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದ. ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ನಿಶ್ಚಿಂತೆಯಿಂದ ಇರ್ತೀರ ಅವಾಗ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಪ್ರಪಂಚದ ಯಾವುದೇ ಚಿಂತೆ ಇಲ್ದಂಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಆಗಲಿ, ಎಷ್ಟಾದರೂ ಮಳೆ ಬರಲಿ, ಎಷ್ಟಾದರೂ ಭೂಕಂಪ ಆಗಲಿ, ನಾಳೆ ಎಂಥದ್ದಾದರೂ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರಲಿ, ಆಯಿತಾ? ನಾನಿರೋದೇ ಹೆಂಗೆ, ನೋಡಿ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ, ನಾವಿರೋದು ಹೀಗೆ. ಅದೊಂದು ಹಾಡು ಕೇಳಿ, ಮೇ ಬಿ ಅದೊಂದು ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಮಕ್ಕೊಂಬಿಡಿ, ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮೂವಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಬನ್ನಿ ಹೋಗಿ, ಓರಿಯನ್ ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ. ದುಡ್ಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ. ಅವು ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ 1,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಟಿಕೆಟು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಓರಿಯನ್ ಮಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ 200 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. 200 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಯಾರು ಇಳಿಸಿಲ್ಲ ಟಿಕೆಟು. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಯಾರು ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡೋರು ಹೋರಾಟಗಾರ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇಳಿಸಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದು. ನೀವು ಹೋರಾಟಗಾರ ಆಗಬೇಡಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಹೋಗಿ ಮೂವಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಕೇಳಿ. ಅನದರ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಸಜೆಷನ್ ಸ್ಲೀಪಿಗೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರು ಫಿಲಾಸಫಿ ಪಾಡ್ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕೇಳಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ, ಬೇಗ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ನಾನು ಹಂಗೆ ಜಿಡ್ಡು ಕೃಷ್ಣಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಅದು ಏನೋ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ನಿದ್ದೆ. ಅದು ಏರ್ಪಾಡ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೋ ಹೋಗಿರೋದು, ಅದು ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರದೇ ಇದ್ದಾಗ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಡೂ. ಇವತ್ತಿನವರೆಗೂ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು, ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಅವರ್ಸ್, ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಅಂದಗಾಡಿ ಜಿಡ್ಡು ಕೃಷ್ಣಮೂರ್ತಿ ಫಿಲಾಸಫಿ. ಬಟ್ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ, ಎವ್ರಿ ಟೈಮ್, ರೈಟ್? ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೌ ಈ ಇಂಟೆಂಡೆಡ್ ಟು ಟೀಚ್ ಫಿಲಾಸಫಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ, ಗೆಟ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಸ್ಲೀಪ್, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ವಿಶ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಮುಗೀತು, ಇನ್ನೇನಾರು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಗ್ರಿ.